Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroader. The sun's going down, but the work doesn't stop. We're still here on day 2, and I've been running some stuff. The passenger train is getting loaded up at Whittier, getting ready to head back to Ella, so we'll get him going. And we've got a little switching to do. So here at the Sawmill, we've got these cars that we dropped off. They are loaded, ready to go back to the interchange. And the better news is the cars up the bridge site are ready to come back to the interchange. So I want to get those back so we can get another cut out there tomorrow. So that's the plan. We're going to get to see, keep the passenger trains running. Then we're going to switch the Sawmill, grab our caboose, and then head out to Ella to grab that big cut of cars. So let's get started. Let me just check in on the passenger train real quick. So I decided to use the 10-wheeler for the passengers. It just seems more suited for it, even though it does have the smaller bunker and whatnot. So we'll go up here to this car. It looks like all 57 are on board, so we'll tell them to head on out. And we'll keep on using number 3 as our main switching engine. There's not really much tractive effort difference between these two, so not a big deal. All right, back over here. We're going to have Al drive while I direct him, so let's get him on. We can do road mode for now. We'll have him come on back, and I'm going to go ahead and just unselect the controls there. We'll let Al do all the driving, and we'll do all the footwork here. So we are lined up on those switches. We're lined up for him to come right on through here, so we are all set. And I've got some fusies out there on the other lines for when we bring the cars out. All right, slow her down, Al. Just need you to ease on past this switch here. That's good. Okay. And maybe just a little further out. Come on, buddy. I stopped him a little early. My bad. I love the brake shoes release. Good stuff. All right, we're going to switch over to yard mode. I'm going to go to manual and then to yard mode just in case. I've had some weird stuff, so I'm going to tell him to go forward. And he should come on up here, and that is switched correctly. So we'll just hop up on the platform and get him up here to these cars. So what do we got here? We got dimensional lumber and... what you got? Dimensional lumber. There we go. Apparently they also package lumber in crates. Who knew? I think that's just kind of random packaging. All right. About one car there, Al. And that'll do. Okay, we'll take off the handbrake. And actually, I will go ahead and pull up that just so I can see the glad hands and stuff. Looks like we have one not turned off back here. So there we go. Turn that, and then if I shift click these glad hands, that should get him good to go. And then we're going to go back to road mode. And I do have a little lantern I can bring out. Things they get too dark. We'll see how it turns out. I know YouTube makes things extra dark. Hopefully it's not too bad. We got a little bit of sun left. I meant to jump on this car and I missed. Whoa! Okay, fine. Gonna be that way, Al. I'll use my superior athleticism. This time I'll hop on before he gets moving. So the feedback's been pretty good on the videos. Appreciate your support. I don't know how much of all the switching and stuff you want to see. I really enjoy switching, and I especially enjoy having an AI engineer. So I don't have to do everything. I mean, I can choose to drive, and I do that sometimes. It's also fun just to run around playing Brakeman. But I'll probably drive on the way up to Ella. So I've got a Fusey down there just in case. Go ahead and hop off here, let him on by. And we'll get you slowed down there, Al. Actually looking pretty good. And you can come on back. And you should be lined all the way back into the yard. Some nice deep chuffs there. It's only 2 cars, but they all are full of lumber. Lumber is quite heavy. Unless it's been kiln dried. I don't know if they dried it here. That helps a lot if it's dried. And it says dimensional lumber. I don't know if that means it's been planed there, or if it's just rough cut. Well, rough cut lumber before it's dried can be quite heavy. My dad had a little sawmill. Built some buildings and stuff around the property with lumber he made. Pretty cool stuff. And it is quite stout. We had a little, I guess it's an outbuilding. It wasn't really a barn. It was just like a 3-sided building for storing tractors and stuff in. Yeah, we had a little tornado come through, and it basically picked up the whole building, pulled the posts out of the ground, and just rolled the building over on its roof into the creek behind it. And it didn't, I mean, it bent the metal. It was basically poles, lumber, and metal. It bent up the metal some, but it didn't really break anything. It's pretty impressive. Put you back on manual for now. So we ended up just, it only kind of really tore up half of the building. So we kind of cut half off, rolled it back over, and put some new posts in the ground, and now we have half a building. All right. Let's get you going backwards. You're, oh, you're not unhooked from here. Go ahead and set that handbrake. I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong here, Al? Reverse. Oh, I didn't remove this Fusey. Right, it was hiding behind the tender. There we go. Look at the status. Al will tell you what's going on. Al's kind of shy. He's hiding in there. Oh, crap. I fell off. I'm trying to get up on top of the tank here. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right, I'm going to run around and grab the caboose, and then we'll be ready to head out towards Ella. I got a little bit of a long run. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, I got the caboose. Now we're going to be running backwards coming back, but we'll take the caboose along and stick it on there just because we're going to have a long consist. It doesn't serve any purpose other than, you know, I guess RP. Now in multiplayer, you know, you could have people riding back there and whatnot. Single player doesn't make any difference, but we're going the length of our railroad, which is quite short. We're going to go the length of our railroad, so we'll take the caboose with us. We're just waiting on the evening passenger run to get back over to Whittier so we can run around it. There's no passing track here where the station is. So once it gets back to Whittier, we'll be ready to head out. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up to by the Whittier station, and then we'll have to wait. So we'll see where they're at once we get up there. So I'm going to actually go doink. I'm going to do this with no controls. We'll see how that goes. See if that happens. All right, so we got our cylinder cocks open. I think we're ready to head out. Getting kind of chilly. We're going to close that hatch up, keep some of the heat in here. Let's head on out. Kind of looks like there's a light in the caboose. I didn't even pay any attention. Close that door up. Sunset looks pretty cool. I like the graphics. The lighting's really good at morning and night. Alright, I'm going to start bringing this back. That'll do pretty good for right now. I went ahead and checked. We do have all the switches lined up in our favor until we get to Whittier anyway. And if I pull up the map, he's just about over to the station, so that'll work out about right. So if we go to finances, we made, a little bit of money. I kind of wish it would break it up into categories, but yeah, we've made a couple $100. Well, actually, we've done quite a few runs, maybe $300 or $400 in passengers today. So just having the other AI engineer run back and forth takes a little bit of management, but not too bad. I wasn't paying attention to whistle boards. Is there a road back there? There's a road up here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I think there's a whistle board there, because there's a road up here. Along here somewhere. These always look like yellow, but it's the light shining on the green. So where is this road exactly? I think it's on past the switch. Keep an eye out for it. Oh, he's already stopped. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that whistle signal is just for the road up here. Coming on through. There's another $23 from the old passengers. Okay, so the switch around town should auto switch for me. It won't auto switch for AI, but it'll auto switch for me. And then we're set to just head on over to Ella. I've got the switch thrown over there at Ella because I'm going to drop off the caboose. And then we'll bring the trains back past and snag the caboose on the end. A little hard to get the reverser just where you want it. No idea how fast we're going. Gotta get used to the sound of the rails, I guess. Oh, I didn't even close the cylinder cocks today. Probably about 5 angry comments about that. I'm not a professional engineer. I'm a professional F12er. Alright, let's do probably about 10%. We don't need a whole lot running light over there. In fact, I think part of this is downhill. May just coast for a bit. Look at that sunset, though. How good is that? Still got a caboose following us, so that's good. I think, is it this curve up here, or is it the next curve? Must be the next curve. One of these curves is rated for 30. I feel like we're kind of starting to move along a little bit. Can I do that? Yeah, let's say we're over 30, so. That's a pretty good guess. Can I not reach those from there? Slow down just a bit. Alright, I think I'll put a cut in here. And I'll see you over at Ella. Clickety clackety. Coming around the bend here into Ella. Nothing exciting, just basically coasted all the way over here. That was pretty much the trip. That's my fusee for the AI. Yeah, we're lined up. I want to drop the caboose off about right there and get slowed down a little more. I was going to try to do this trip driving from the cab and see how that went. I don't know how to turn on the bell. I don't have the loco selected. I'm not sure I can turn on the bell. Yeah, that should do it. Oops. It let go of that. That was weird. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just drop the caboose right here. Close you off. Pull that. Throw the handbrake on. I want to throw the switch. Be coming back through that. So we're going to run up and grab the cars on the... This is just a reflection. Grab the cars at the Ella Bridge site and bring them back. Alright, release all that. On down the line we go. I keep hitting K, but since I don't have the loco selected, that doesn't work. There we go. So, is there a control for the bell in the cab? Now the rope... Oh, the rope comes in on that side. Oh, there it is. Can I grab it? Sure I can grab it. Yeah, there's a rope there, but I don't think it's interactable. Alright. Let's not crash into the cars. Let's pay attention to what we're doing here. They're right up around the corner here somewhere. Go ahead and slow down a little bit because I can't really see where I'm going. Hey, there we go. Alright, we're coming up on it. There they are. We got a little bit of a grade here helping us stop too. That'll do. All right. Get that thrown on. We'll get everything laced up. I remember I had a couple handbrakes on here. Just a couple, I think. If I hit tab, you can see all this stuff is empty. It's headed for the interchange. Let's make sure. Yeah, there was a little tiny bit of concrete left, I think, in these two boxcars, but everything is labeled for the interchange. The waybill has been updated, so we are good to go. I figured by the time I got over here, there was like 0.3 tons of concrete left in a couple of the boxcars. Figured by the time I got over here, we'd be good to go. And we are. So let's get back in our seat. Oh, let's get back in our seat. Bail that off, and we should start rolling backwards, indeed. All right, let me go to my fly camera because I need to go throw the switch back over here. Like that, and then I believe I already threw this one. Yep, we were good. Okay, train HUD looks good. If I control shift click on the tender, it can make that go away if you don't want to see it. And I didn't whistle indicate, I know. I'm a terrible engineer. I think we've already established that by, was this episode 5, I think? This is not your uber realistic foamer series. This is just me playing games because I like trains. So we're going to pull on through here, and then we'll shove forward and grab that caboose. And then we'll be all done. Ready to head back to East Whittier. And then once we're back past here, I can get the train out. Probably one last run for today. And then tomorrow we'll get the interchange traffic and it'll start all over again. That's the name of the game. Let's keep running our railroad. Yeah, we're making decent money off the logs, and once we get a tier 3 contract going, we can really start bringing in some cash, start working on more of the unlocks. I want to get the Bryson Bridge done pretty quick. So I might do quite a bit of work between episodes just so we can kind of open it up. But I don't want to skip too far ahead without you guys. Yeah, I forgot the cylinder cocks again, didn't I? Oh, well. We got a fair few cars to roll by here, so keep rolling. I like the little subtle sounds. Click clacks, and you can hear a little bit of steam, and a little bit of a gentle rumble from the cars. At least you can hear all that with headphones on. I don't know how it is on speakers. Alright, let's go ahead and throw some train brake on. And I think we're going to be in about the right spot. Let's go double check. No, maybe a little further. How'd we do? Oh, I was so close. I was like half of a car length off. Alright. So very close. Tailed off, you were good. Back her on up. That'll do. Yeah, I am going to go ahead and bring those controls up. So we're not running back and forth every single time. Run. At least we can run fast. That helps. And you can fly around the map. Alrighty. We're going to bring her on back. Let me hop on the stirrup here. Don't need anything too crazy, but we want a little bit of speed. Well, his brakes are responsive. I'm not used to that. Gotta remember, we have short cars, or short train, and it propagates pretty fast. Even faster than Derail Valley, I think. And that ought to be good right there. Beautifully done. Oops. Well, I left that open. Yeah, is there a light in the caboose? Oh, there is a light in the caboose. But it's not turned on. So I must have been seeing the sunlight reflect. Oh, look at that. Got little lights in the caboose. Now somebody got... They got their... Oh, you have to be on the... I'm on the wrong side, that's why. I think they got their guy to sit down. Can I sit down? It wanted to sit down over here. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll go from here. That'll be it for this one, folks. We're going to head on down the line. Get these to the interchange track, and then next video, I think we'll do another bringing stuff out to the site, because that's always fun. It's usually a pretty heavy train. So we'll see what spawns in. We'll take it from there. But thanks as always for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time. We get a little roll by here. Nice little roll by to close out the video. Take care, folks.